Hi, welcome back to Beauty in the Healing. Today is writing prompt number 2. I hope that you enjoyed the first prompt and maybe it brought up some hard feelings, and I'm sorry for that, but I'm also not because that is how we get through the season of healing and growth and just overcoming all that we're carrying, whether it's grief, depression, anxiety. My heart is for you to work through these emotions with me and with yourself and with God. I have been struggling a lot with my emotions. I've been struggling with letting people in, just being honest about what I'm going through. And it's been a very difficult season. And I have learned, if anything, going through my emotions by myself, going through my pain by myself, is not really conducive to me healing and growing and overcoming the grief and pain that I've been carrying. So as you go through these prompts with me, I know it's going to feel difficult. I know some days it's going to feel painful, and maybe I will ask a prompt of you that may seem really hard for you to answer, and that's okay. Just go with the emotions, whatever you're feeling, whether the question that I pose brings up anger or frustration, or it's not something that you necessarily feel the need to deal with right now. I'm sorry, I am. But at the same time, we're in this together, and I want you to heal. Just like I'm working on my healing, I really, truly want you to heal. So my heart for these prompts is to help you go deeper with some of the pain and the anxiety and the things that you're carrying. And I'm hoping that the more we do these together, the more we'll heal. All right, so on to prompt 2. Today's question is, what's something that I've been carrying that feels quiet but feels heavy? Okay, so let me say that better. What's something I've been carrying quietly that feels heavy? For me, I would say anger. I have been carrying a lot of anger for the last 5 years, if I'm being honest, and I have been trying to keep it to myself because I don't want to let people into my world, but also I was afraid of being honest about my anger because I was afraid that it would make me feel like a bad Christian or feel like a hypocrite, because I say I love Jesus and I'm a follower of Christ, and yet I've been carrying this anger for the last 5 years. And even though I have been consistently praying and working in my relationship with God, I think there's a part of me that's still having a hard time trusting God, because I prayed and I prayed and I prayed for months for my mom to heal. And she was such a strong believer and she still died. And I think that's something that I need to honestly continue to work through with God, but it's something that has been carrying a weight on me for a long time, and it's made me so angry, because I couldn't understand how someone who loved God so much, who dedicated her entire life to God, that he wouldn't save her. And when my aunt had cancer, someone who didn't believe in God, he healed her of her cancer. Her cancer was completely gone. And my mom, who was a faithful follower for years and believer of Christ, still died. And even saying that out loud makes me feel like crap. I couldn't process how he would still allow her to die when she loved him so much and I loved him so much, and I prayed and I trusted him and I believed that he could do it, and he didn't. And I know there are so many believers that has told me over the years, well, he did heal her. He took her home where she can feel no more pain and she's cancer free, and that's great. And I know they mean well, and I know that they were just trying to encourage me in my pain. But it's just something different when you lose a mom, but also when you feel like your faith has died along with her. And for a long time, I feel like I didn't want to admit that because it would make me feel like a horrible Christian or a horrible person for saying that my fate died with my mom, but it was hard. It was really hard for me to let go of her. And it was hard to believe that such a loving God would take someone away who believed in him so strongly. And I feel like I have to learn how to forgive myself for that anger, but also to learn how to trust him again. And I feel like a lot of my trust with God has been broken because of that. And even though I say I love him and I still serve and I still go to church and I do all the things I do for him, for his glory, there's a part of my soul and my heart that's still holding on to this anger that I didn't realize I was holding on to. And I don't want to hold on to it anymore because I don't want it to be the thing that keeps blocking my relationship with God and keep me from growing. But it's hard. And I know there's like different stages of grief. There's the anger, denial, all of that. But I think because I haven't been dealing with my pain and I've just kind of stuffed it down and I kept going to work and living my life, I haven't fully processed the fact that I've been angry for 5 years, that I have had real trust issues with God for the last 5 years. And I keep telling myself we're okay because I read the word, I pray, I believe him, I trust him. And yet somewhere that anger is still putting up a block between me and God because I am having a really hard time letting go of that anger and letting go of the fact that he took my mom away after all the prayers, after how much she trusted him and kept believing in faith that he could heal her the way that he healed her sister. And I wanted so badly to believe it. I am still apparently, unknowingly, carrying anger for the fact that he did not heal my mom, no matter how much we prayed for her. And yes, I know she is with him and she's in a better place, but it doesn't take away the fact that I'm still hurting, that I still miss my mom, that I need her every day. I miss the sound of her voice. I miss having her around. But I also know at some point I have to move on with my life and I have to not hold on to this pain anymore. But everyone grieves differently and everyone recovers differently. And I know that this is a journey for me that I'm on and I have to work through this. And in time, hopefully God will get me to a place where I truly have found a healthier way to deal with my pain and that I have overcome it with him and I have found my trust and love in him enough to know that he means well, that he has good plans for me. And even though it hurts, that there's good that will come out of this. So I will continue to work on myself and continue to trust God and hopefully won't carry that anger much anymore. But yes, so that's my answer to the prompt. So now it's your turn. Grab your journal, write down your thoughts and your feelings to today's prompt. And if you feel comfortable, once again, please share in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your feelings. And if there's anything I can pray about for you in this season of your grief, depression, anxiety, stress, whatever it is you're going through, please drop it in the comments. Let me know so I can pray for you intentionally and walk through this journey with you. Okay, I wish you all the best. I hope to see you on my next video. Bye.